Story time, yeah. I am still sick, so I apologize in advance if I pause throughout the chapter. But at least I can talk now. There's that. Bean. I have no idea what I have, but it is just kicking my ass, dude. I actually couldn't, like, that's why I didn't do a live yesterday, because I could not talk. Ow. I still can't really talk that good, but I have some tea that's been helping. Look. I might split this up into parts if my voice starts to get weird. I'll wait for a few more people to pop in. Being that can't be comfortable. She's laying on plastic. That can't be comfortable. How's everyone's night so far? Ow. I hear the cats. Hi, welcome in. Which cat is that? Because nobody's right over there. Hang on, give me a second. Oh, hot sofa. We have someone else joining us. Yay. Hi. Are you still sick? Yes, I am. I am very much still sick. The door's open, girl, and you were literally just chirping. I've been drinking a lot of tea. That's been helping. I don't know what they put in, like, that sleep type tea, but that I drank that to put me to sleep because whatever the fuck is in the throat comfort was keeping me up. The sleep time made my throat even worse, so it worked though. Hi. You want to come here? No. Eventually, yeah. Once this sickness is over, I'll be posting a lot more again. Oh, now you wake up. Hi. Oh my god. Sorry, my phone's going off. What are the drawings behind me? Just some drawings I did. I have a few characters from shows up there. Most of them are my characters, though, or just random drawings. Are you feeling any better? A little bit. I mean, I can talk now without having like a coughing fit, so there's that. And I've been getting a lot of cat cuddles, so. Hi, welcome in. Oh, give me a second, guys. Okay. Oh. What are you up to? Story time. Well, an attempt at story time. Do you sell your drawings? No, I was going to. My dad was gonna help me out with that, but he couldn't figure it out, and neither could I, so. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go fill up my tea and then we can get started. Scared me. Jesus. Sorry, the cat just scared me. Well, now that's gonna be in the background because he saw me and I didn't give him attention for like a minute. He's a weird dog. Ow. Okay. Thank you, Leo, for that timely diversion. Arthur spoke in a dry voice as he entered the library. Lord Howard was a little too far into his cups to exit under his own locomation. I think that's how you say that. I'm hoping that's how you say that. Your clumsiness gave us the perfect opportunity to help him out of the door and pour him into the carriage as if it were. What the fuck? Collapsing into one of the leather chairs, Arthur crossed his legs and let out a loud sigh. The last of the guests have finally departed, thank God. And I have survived yet another masked ball. Who the fuck is Arthur? Where did he come from? He turned to face Leo. By the way, who was the dark-haired enchantress that so captivated your attention? Leo stood by the fire, one arm leaning against the carved mantle. I don't know her name, he replied. But I'm determined to find it out. You don't know her name, Arthur said. Are you acquainted with her? No. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Tea break, hold on. Yeah. Hi, Silva. Who did she arrive with? Did you just strike up a conversation with her? She was talking with Wills and I joined them, Leo said. For the sole purpose of finding out who she was without success. She was quite striking in that gold gown. Wasn't she? He chuckled. Imagine the nerve of not wearing... What the fuck? Imagine the nerve of not wearing a crinoline or a bustle. Oh. Yes, she was quite unusual, thanks to you. I'm sure tongues were wagging about her long after she left. She did tell me her first name. And what was it? Elizabeth. Fuck. Leo stared down into the flames of the fire. She told me her name was Elizabeth. Well, that's common enough. Did she share who her family was? Arthur chuckled. Or was she taking the mask ball as a literal event? Leo sighed. He didn't know what to think. Elizabeth had been beautiful in an unusual sort of way. She wasn't like the others who attended ball after ball during the season. There was something fresh, unspoiled about her. Sorry, the cat is debating whether to attack me or not. The lines of her dress accentuated her thin build. And beneath the mask, he could see how delicate her features were. But what he had found most enchanting about the girl was the fact that she was not afraid to have a conversation. It was clear that she hadn't been impressed or intimidated by him. There had even been a subtle hint of sarcasm in some of her comments, which reminded him of another recent encounter. He hadn't seen the mark on her arm. Had he not seen the mark on her arm, he would never have put the two incidents together. But now it was all he could think about. Leo, Arthur tried again. But he barely turned to acknowledge the question. Leopold. Arthur spoke in a harsh tone. Leo started in surprise at his brother. Oh. Is there a problem? Tea break. Ow. Yes, you, dear brother. It's like you're in another world. What's wrong with you? Sorry, I heard a cat. Arthur shook his head with irritation. I'll ask you yet again. Do you know Elizabeth's family? Leo turned from the fire and slouched into a chair, thrusting one leg out to dangle over the arm. No, I have no idea. He closed his eyes for what seemed... What? For what seemed... What? For the millionth time. Pictured the dirty little urchin he'd spoken to under the tree in the park. He focused on the strange marking he'd seen on the boy's wrist. Swirls of black, almost a Celtic design. Whatever the pattern, he'd seen the exact same marking tonight when Wills had taken Elizabeth's hand. Did you feel that earthquake this afternoon? Arthur asked, changing the subject. Leo scowled at him. Are you sure that's what it was? It only lasted a few seconds. Enough to cause the chandeliers to sway in the blue drawing room. Arthur raised his eyebrows. I saw it for myself, and believe me, it wasn't a comfortable feeling. Watching those behemoths, behemoths swaying above my head. I'd hate to have one of those crystal lights fall. He pushed himself up in the chair and crossed his legs. And then there was the freak storm down in Portsmouth last week. The sea rose without warning and flooded part of the city. Significant damage to the dockyards. The block mill surface damage too. He looked at Leo. Some of our most important industrial areas. Yes, I heard about it. Hang on. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. And as Mommy predicted, Mother has taken a turn for the worse. She stayed at the ball for less than 30 minutes before retiring to her bed yet again. He stood up and walked toward Leo, lowering his voice. Do you think it has anything to do with the ring gone missing? Hi, Bruce. Leo scowled at him. Don't start with me, Arthur. I'm not in the mood for your dire predictions tonight. Arthur shrugged. I'm not making predictions, simply sharing the day's news. Recorded snowfall up in the Cotswolds too. If it melts off too fast, it can cause the Thames to rise, and parts of London are at risk for flooding. He stared at Leo. What has your man found out? Is there any news of the ring? No, Leo shouted. We've questioned all the servants who might even remotely have access to the library. Harrison's posted the handbills, but there's been no word. Oh my god. Ow. Okay. No hint of anyone having knowledge of the ring's whereabouts. I don't know what he's whining about now. He sent men out to talk to the pawn shop owners and some of the street thieves, but nobody claims to have seen it. I'll be right back. I have to check on the dog. I'm back. I gave him some food. Why does that keep snapping? He turned back and faced the fire, grinding his teeth in frustration. Did his mother's illness and these strange twists of nature have something to do with the ring being unguarded? Hi, Bruce. What's up, baby? Little bird box. I saw. Fucking hell. I saw Isabel Candivish. I have no idea how to say her last name, so. Dancing with Wills, Arthur continued. Any chance they might have an interest in one another? His tone was lighter now, as if he were making an effort to find a notch. A what? A non-controversial topic. It would do Wills good to find someone. At the mention of Wills, Leo jerked his head up. That's it. Wills was talking to Elizabeth. He might know who she is. Or how to find her. He pushed himself out of the chair in excitement. I can't believe I didn't think of that before, Arthur. Do you know, is he staying in town for a few days, or do you think he's heading back to his estate immediately? Find Elizabeth. Arthur gave him a surprised frown. Why does it really matter? I thought though I do admit, it's a bit odd that she seemed to be unscorted and no one seems to know her name. Oh, he's at my door now. Hi. Look. Where was I? But you know how Will's is very close to the vest about everything. One never knows what his plans might be until you see the whites in his eyes. Arthur didn't even attempt to stifle his yawn. I'm so tired. Leo debated whether to tell his brother his suspicion about the mark he had seen on Elizabeth's wrist. But even as he considered the idea, he realized how idiotic it sounded. How could that dirty boy in the park and the beautiful girl at the ball possibly be the same person? And if by some leap of a fantastic they were, what did that mean? What the fuck kind of wording? He remembered Elizabeth's curiosity. No! About the ring. Could she somehow be involved with its disappearance? Like a balloon that had lost its air, he sat down with a thump. It simply wasn't possible. He massaged his forehead, as though trying to erase any further deliberation of the mysterious Elizabeth from his mind. No, he agreed. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. I suspect we will never see the girl again. That is the end of chapter 14. I actually got through it. And minimize interruptions. I will have chapter 15 up eventually. I want to say tomorrow, but I don't know how my throat's going to be tomorrow, so I will try tomorrow. But if you don't see it up tomorrow, that means that my throat is not okay. But thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, my beautiful raindrops. Stay spooky, stay weird, stay dreaming.